Hey guys, so welcome to day 3. I hope you're enjoying this challenge. I'm really excited, but I really want you guys to take some effort and actually give it your best. I see like very few people are actually trying these tutorials, so let's get going and let's get this done for day 3. It will not even take like 15 minutes for this tutorial. This tutorial is pretty small, it's like only like 10 minutes tutorial. We are drawing a cosmos flower. So if you know how to draw the flower, just follow what I'm doing and make your drawing. If you're not comfortable sketching yourself, then I am also sharing the sketch with you in the dedicated WhatsApp group. So just check that out. Okay. As we have always been doing for the other tutorials so far, so this is again gonna be wet on wet. Now, when it comes to wet on dry, I just want you to like take it as a thumb rule that if you have to do some blending, you want to ease out your process of blending, then we go for wet on wet process. We start by, and then for watercolors we actually are working from light to dark. We're not doing dark to light, right? So always remember. And if I want to do a very small wash of all the colors, I'm gonna do wet on wet. Okay, so here we go. So we have laid down water across all the petals of the flower, and we're gonna start with a light wash of the caramine or crimson color, whatever you prefer. If you don't prefer this color, you want to try yellow, orange, or scarlet red, it's up to you, your choice, no problem. Just go ahead, whatever color of the flower you want to make. Okay, so the ground rule is that we are doing very watery version where it is like 80% water and 20% color, and we're gonna just finish off cutting the whole flower in one go, right? Take your time, don't speed up, take your time, enjoy the process, and let's get the first wash done. Once you're done with the base wash, now comes the interesting part where we are darken the colors of the flower. So there are two ways to go about it, and depending upon the flower what you're trying. You can either darken the upper edges of the petal or the lower edges of the petal. We are doing the bottom edges or the lower edges of the petal, right? So you can do petal by petal, like you darken them and then blend it with water or like your damp brush, or you can make them dark as I did all in one go. Then take your damp brush. Now remember that the water, I don't have water in my brush. My brush is damp but not watery, because I don't want to dilute the color. I want to maintain the consistency. I want to maintain the darkness around the flower. And that is why my brush is damp and does not hold tons of water. That's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of do, that they actually use water for the second layer as well. But no, we don't want to use water for the second layer. We don't want to dilute things, right? We want to darken the edges of that flower. Once that is done, we start by laying out the circle of the flower, right? And you're gonna do that with your gumbosh yellow and some browns, and follow the rule of how do you make this sphere, right? How would you color a sphere in watercolors or any other medium for that matter? So you're gonna keep your light and dark, and the center of the flower is actually not a 2D structure, it's a 3D space, and that's how we want to treat them. We want to treat it like a 3D. So you do the yellow and then you darken the edges with the darker color, which is your brown shades. You can use your ultramarine plus burnt sienna slightly mixed together, or you can have burnt sienna or burnt umber and do this. Like just go around that sphere, put the dark, and then just wash your brush and then blend it nicely. Okay, just make sure that the blending is very smooth. Okay. At this point of time, my base color is done, the darker shadows are laid out, I have done the center as well. Now I want to refine it further. What I want to do, I want to add more details. And if you feel that your flower is light, you want to add more darker shades, then go like add more darker shades. Okay. If you feel at this point that your flower is looking pretty good, no need to darken anything, then so be it. Don't do it. I just thought that the center was not that dark, and I added like a paint spray to make it dark. Okay. The next step is to basically wait and watch, because we want our flower to dry. Once this is dry, we can go ahead and do lots of detailings on that. And for you to understand, we have done wet on wet already, and now what we are going to do is wet on dry. So we're not gonna wet our petals again. We are gonna do detailings using wet paint but the dry paper. Okay, so once the flower is dry, you just go ahead and start doing all the details, like, and don't trace every line, because then it is not realistic. Okay, so once you do the lines also, you have to soften those lines, because we don't want hard edges again. Okay, so I think that's it. That's like a very simple tutorial for a flower that you can do under 10 minutes. And if you really guys want to practice, I would highly recommend you to go ahead and do like flowers of different colors, shapes, and sizes. That's gonna boost your confidence, give you confidence to try out more flowers, smaller or bigger sizes. I'm gonna just stop talking now and put on the music for you to enjoy the rest of the tutorial. I'm gonna see you in day 4. Bye bye.